Hi lovebugs, it's your girl Kaila the Angel, and I'm so happy and grateful to be back for another YouTube video. In today's video, I am taking you along with me as I am finally painting. I know I am an artist, but lately I have not been prioritizing the time that it needs to work on my craft, to give myself time to just experience joy in the little ways. And I'm sitting here today about to paint. I haven't cooked dinner yet. I didn't exercise the way that I wanted to, but I'm going to paint because just as important as it is for me to eat, it's important for me to create and to make art. And that is exactly what we're gonna do today. So maybe you're like me and there's something that you know brings you joy that you've been putting off. If that's you, I would love for you to join me today and grab whatever craft or hobby or thing that you've been putting off. You want to get to 5,000 steps today, whatever it is. I hope you're able to join me and you're able to just enjoy this YouTube video too. All right, y'all. So for today, we are keeping it nice and simple. I have this mini canvas. Actually, I'm not even gonna call it a mini canvas. It's a canvas, whether it's the size of my thumb or the size of this room, okay? All right, so this is 2. So we're just gonna do the 1 for today. All right, so we have canvas. I think for today, just for me, I just wanna paint and talk. So I'm not gonna have y'all looking in on this, but I'll definitely be sure to show y'all the final result, so don't worry. First thing I need to do is get my water cup. All right, water check. This is a really cool cup, so that way I can like wipe my brushes off and everything too. Okay, so this is the fun part. This is my paint bin. And ever since I've moved into this current apartment, I haven't really painted. Therefore, I have not messed with this bin. And I realized my nice little box of paints that I have fell into the bin. So what I'm thinking about doing, again, allow myself to just, warm up my artistry, get back into the swing of things. I'm literally just gonna pick random colors, add it to the board, and just go from there. And I just want to create and have a good time. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, bet found my handy dandy palette as well. Of course, always like to use some white paint, so let's go ahead and add that in the middle. That way I can change up the colors and everything. We got the paint. We are set up. It's happening. Okay. We're gonna choose a random color. Let me move some of this other stuff out the way so I'm not poking myself out. See? Exactly. I don't want that to happen. Okay, let's see. Picking our first color. Carmine. Okay. Okay, so Carmine, let's see what she comes up as. Okay, that's red. I like that. I like that. All right, so we are gonna choose a handy dandy brush, and then we're gonna start with this one. Say no. I'm so happy and grateful. I am prioritizing what brings me joy, and I'm so happy and grateful that whatever it is that I create, I created it, and that's all that matters. All right, so we're gonna take some red, and it's giving swipe. Swipe. I remember watching a video like a couple weeks ago on like color theory. Someone was talking about it on TikTok. And what I liked about the video that I'm remembering as I'm pulling out this red color is they said that red is a good color to have in the kitchen. And oh, look at that. So with that, I just like the thought of that. Like colors are important. I'm not gonna sit here and act like they're not, because they are. Colors are important. So with that, just hearing about how red is good for like kitchen areas and stuff, I don't know, I guess it's kind of interesting. I wonder if it's like because red is just like a bold color, represents fire, bringing people together. That's what I think about for the kitchen. Kitchen is for food, but also for hanging out, having a good time, camaraderie. I think especially very unfortunate how often it's like, you know, all right, you often see women in the kitchen, but even still, there's so much beauty and joy that comes from in the kitchen. White to the red. I think red, anytime I wear red, I get a lot of compliments on wearing red, which I always think makes me feel good. Especially red is just like, it's a powerful color, it's a bold color, I'm not gonna lie. And so I enjoy being able to have that. So there was a random droplet about to start forming, so I'm just gonna follow along with it and add some intentional droplets. It almost looks like little feet too, from whatever this creature is I'm creating. You know, I have a lot of respect for the color red because it's basically like the mother of my favorite color, pink. Because without red, I wouldn't be able to have pink, y'all. So gotta give respect. But again, I feel good wearing red. It's like, it's easy to be like, oh, red is like a sexy color, but really red is just like an empowering color, I feel like, you know? I think that's what helps me a lot. Especially in some of my like content, like my outfit of the days. If I'm wearing red, I definitely get like people a compliment, or even in like real life too, which again, just affirming of the color. All right, y'all want to see what we got so far? I guess I'll show you after I add like each new color. So this is what we have after adding red. Don't ask me what this is right now. We just vibing and painting. All right, next color. Gray. Interesting. Okay, this one hasn't been opened. I'm gonna add a little gray. Now, I'd be lying if I didn't say, anytime I think gray, I immediately think of clouds. And I could go ahead and add some clouds here, but I think what I'm also actually gonna do instead, I think I'm gonna try to make like little stars. Silver stars. Little silver gray stars. Like she a little, no. A lot. See, I was about to say something, and that's no thought, just paint. Alright, y'all, so we added some stars. I wanna add some more, maybe like some little dots, but I'm gonna wait just because I feel like I'm probably gonna add like something else in the background. So let's wait on that, but that's why we still have paint on the palette to come back. All right, next color. Vermilion. A million. Alright, let's see what this color looking like. Okay, it's giving red and orange, but red's jeans overpowered still. Okay, so what should I do? this brush. This is a brush that I really don't use too much. So I'm going to see what comes from that. Okay. So adding the brush strokes, it definitely gives some texture to it. Interesting. I'm very like intrigued on how this is gonna be built up now. I also keep choosing all these red colors. Like, all right, Kaila, let's shoot. I'm trying to keep it random, y'all. I'm gonna have to keep an eye open. All right. All right. Next. There we go. What y'all think that say? The Halo Phthalo blue? Well, whatever that means. Okay, it's giving patriotic. And I did not mean for that to happen. I promise y'all, random. Okay. And here, let me make sure as I'm pulling these out, let me put them right back in the box. Blue. I really don't want this to be, American symbolism of everything. America got enough going on right now. I don't need to think piece about her. When I think of blue, I think of the sky. I think of blueberries. I think of jeans. Like denim. Let's add some details to this little red blob. Making a little loop-de-loop. Reminds me of like a roller coaster. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you. You know what came to mind? This is very much just kind of reach, but blue. Think of denim, think of jean jacket, and then I just started thinking of that alien from the movie Nope, who was cray cray. All right, y'all. So we added some blue. Oh. Alright, y'all, so we added some blue, some details to our red blob. Okay, next, I want like a yellow or, I don't know, let's see. Excuse me. White, no. I already got white. It's not cheating. Orange. Okay. I can deal with that. You know what I might do with this orange? I might add some white just to make it a bit different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Actually now, because I added like the red brush strokes, now I'm like, okay, do I really want to put color over it to just orange? No. But I need to fill it in with something. I don't know. Maybe I do. Fuck it. Ooh, my bad. I didn't show y'all the original orange, but I added some white to it, and I like that. I like that. Okay, let's just go ahead and overtook the sky, and that's okay. And then I tried to fill in like the little red legs. Alright, let's see what our next color is. Raw sienna, okay. Alright, we got 2 more places, so I'm gonna put this raw sienna. And then we'll have 1 more color to use, and then we're just gonna finish out with all the different colors that we used today. Alright, let's see. Should I just go ahead and pick a color? I'm just going to go ahead and pick our last color. Alright, what do we want? I can see a green or purple. Maybe even black, I wouldn't be mad at. Gold ochre. Yay. It looked like light brown. But here, for the plot of it all. Alright, y'all, these are the colors. So I just added these 2 brown colors. So the goal, as always, is to use up this palette so we are not being wasteful of anything. What to do. Like I could. I think now it's just like building on what we have. Like that you can see the stars behind the sky. So I wonder if it's now it's almost like, where do I turn it? Do we like portrait or landscape? I think I kind of like her like this. And then that way I can just kind of build on the design. Okay, let's go. And you know, again, I'm the artist. I'm the captain now. I run this ship. Okay. Okay. What I'm imagining right now is like faces. Or like lips, or like part of a face. Ooh. So let's do just like Okay, this brown is a little watery. Keep going, no matter what, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. What are different senses? Smell, hear, see, taste, touch. Like the touch is there. I'm missing another eye. So just to show y'all, I'm kind of adding like, I don't know if y'all can see, I'm adding like face elements to it, because like literally why not? Why not take a crazy chance? Why not do a crazy dance? It may take a moment. So why not take a great chance? added some face elements. Alright, we still got my one last color. I might use this color as like, I guess like maybe like the outline. Just continue to add in color. Cause like, I don't know. What could I use her as? I wonder if it'll work to like kind of illuminate. Ooh yeah, let's add some white. We're gonna add a touch of red. Okay, no red. Mostly just white. And then we're gonna go back over the stars that we first did. Oh, I forgot about the gray. Oh wait, I can add, okay, never mind. No stars. Okay, let me clean up these lines. So while I'm sitting here, I'm almost done, I'm gonna be honest. And I'm so proud of myself. You know, I think back to like my painting prime, and it was probably high school, because again, painting was part of my routine in high school. I took a paint class every year from sophomore to senior year. So I always had at least one period a day where I was painting. I would often go back to the art room, you know, during my lunch breaks to either work on projects or just to be away from the noise and everything like that too. And I don't know, just being able to, yes, we would have different prompts and stuff, but at the end of the day, I would just be able to create. I would just be able to just put different things on canvas and seeing what worked, seeing what I liked, what I didn't like, learning new things, but still having, at the end of the day, one thing that I loved about art, it made me take ownership of what I created. Art classes taught me how to take ownership over what I created and knowing that it means something. And I think back to how often I would bring home art from school in high school, and I remember my stepdad, he used to always say, he would be like, "Where's your signature?" He was like, how do I know this is yours? Where's your signature? And I'd be like, I don't have a signature. I would just, you know, write my name randomly on the back. And he's like, every artist needs a signature. And I think I'm just realizing that. Every artist needs a signature. I need a signature. A signature that shows that Kaila made this. A signature that shows that I'm proud of this, you know? Everything I create. Let it be just a random painting on a Monday evening, or a painting that I'm taking intentional steps into, you know, really designing and bringing to life. Regardless, it's mine, and I have to act like it. And my art deserves to be claimed by me, no matter what. How beautiful. This is such a random piece of art, but I'm like, I love it already. Alright, what I want to do, I just want to go back in to the stars and bring them back to life after finishing out, since the background is finished, just adding some color back to the stars. Alright, love bugs, are we ready for the reveal of my first painting in too long? But we are back and we are here, and I'm just creating proof for myself to show that I am an artist. I am the creative that I know I am and that God created me to be. So let's get into the painting. Ta-da! As I keep looking at it, I want to call it either star faces or stargazing, because you see the stars, but then you see this, I don't know, open to interpretation. And then I added just silhouettes of faces throughout the painting as well, and with the yellow. It's funny how, you know, when we think of stargazing, it's easy to think about the night, but literally stars are quote unquote expired suns. So I think it's kind of beautiful having them shine out against the bright yellow orange sky. Either way, I am so grateful I took time out to do something that brings me joy. I feel good, I feel better, and I hope if you were able to join me with doing something today, definitely let me know in the comments if you were able to complete an activity or something you've been putting off as you watch this YouTube video. But if not, even if you just sat and watched me paint, talk a little bit, bring y'all into the world of Kaila the Angel, I truly hope you enjoyed. If you did like this video, please be sure to comment, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.